The first time I read the novel Shibumi by Trevanian, the pen name of Rodney William Whitaker, was over 35 years ago. I'm rereading it for the third time right now. It's interesting how the same novel hits different, with years of experience to change your perspective. In the novel, Trevanian wrote his own thoughts as expressed by the main character, Nicholai Hel. One of his passages sparked my own deep thinking that prompted this episode. He wrote, begin quote, Hel might have told her that, in the long run, the minor virtues are the only ones that matter. Politeness is more reliable than the moist virtues of compassion, charity, and sincerity, just as fair play is more important than the abstraction of justice. The major virtues tend to disintegrate under the pressures of convenient rationalization. But good form is good form, and it stands immutable in the storm of circumstance. End quote. The claim struck me as beautiful, accurate, and counterintuitive all at once. Most people, myself included, hold the major virtues above the minor ones. Compassion outranks politeness. Justice outranks fair play. Sincerity outranks good form. The major virtues are the ideals. The minor ones are etiquette and socially necessary in their own way, but surely the ideals matter more. Trevanian, through his character, disagrees. The minor virtues are more reliable, more trainable, and more likely to produce the major virtues than the major virtues are to produce themselves. He's got a point. Let's explore this. Hey there, it's me, Core, and you're listening to Exercising Consistency, from Fitness to Flourishing. The major virtues are abstract. Compassion, charity, sincerity, and justice are high-order moral concepts. They require interpretation, and interpretation is vulnerable to self-interest. A person can almost always convince themselves they are being compassionate under the circumstances. The difficult conversation can be postponed because the other person is not ready. The charitable act can be deferred because the timing is not ideal. The sincere disclosure can be softened because full honesty would be hurtful. Each rationalization borrows the language of the virtue it is undermining. Compassion becomes the reason for cowardice. Sincerity becomes the reason for silence. This is what Trevanian means by convenient rationalization. The more abstract the virtue, the easier it is to massage it to suit the moment. The major virtues warp not because people stop believing in them. They warp because belief without behavioral specificity becomes dependent on mood in the moment. Moods shift constantly. There's no stability there. The minor virtues are procedural. They ask simple, observable questions. Did you let the other person finish speaking? Did you arrive when you said you would? Did you keep your word? Did you treat both people by the same rule? Did you maintain your composure? Did you observe the conventions that make social life orderly? These are hard to rationalize because they consist of observable behaviors, not internal intentions. You either showed up on time or you didn't. You either kept your promise or you broke it. You either interrupted or you listened. The minor virtues leave no room for reinterpretation. Good form is good form. It stands immutable because it does not require moral calculation. It requires execution. This is the same principle that makes a written protocol more reliable than an abstract goal. The protocol specifies the trigger, the micro movement, and the binary metric. For example, when I hear my time to work out alarm, then I finish up my current task and begin warming up for my jog within 6 minutes. The minor virtues do the same thing for character. Politeness is a protocol for treating people decently when you do not feel decent. Fair play is a protocol for applying rules evenly when you would benefit from changing them. The minor virtues are not separate from the major virtues. They are the major virtues implemented at the scale of daily life. Justice without fair play is an opinion. Compassion without politeness is a sentiment. Sincerity without keeping your word is a performance. The ideals provide the direction. The everyday courtesies, disciplines, and rituals provide the mechanism by which those ideals become embodied in character. This is the behavioral scaffolding that makes the major virtues possible. If someone is habitually polite, fair, reliable, and composed, they are far more likely to act compassionately when genuine compassion is required. The daily practices create a stable character from which the larger virtues can emerge. Conversely, someone who frequently speaks of justice, authenticity, and compassion while routinely arriving late, breaking promises, or treating others discourteously is unlikely to realize those larger ideals. The abstract commitments lack the foundational practices that would hold them up. The minor virtues are trainable because they occur dozens of times every day. Holding a door, speaking respectfully, being punctual, following through on commitments, not interrupting, saying thank you, driving with courtesy, holding yourself to the same rules you expect others to follow. Though these acts may seem trivial, they constitute a way of being. Each interaction is a repetition. Each repetition strengthens the pathway. The gym for character is not the moment of crisis. It's the checkout line, the email reply, the meeting where you could interrupt and choose not to. When the storm of circumstance arrives, you will not rise to your abstractions. You will default to your conditioning. The person who has trained politeness will be respectful under pressure. The person who has trained fair play will apply the same rule evenly when it costs them something. The person who has trained the minor virtues will have a floor beneath their character that the storm cannot wash away. Good form is good form. Train it. To exercise consistency and become the person who follows through on their most important goals, join the Act Score Challenge. That's it for today. Catch you next time.